She loud. Okay. You shut up. Y'all better come on so we can talk about this. I hope these ain't all lemon. Like, oh, they're not. They're different. They look like jelly beans. They're not jelly beans, but they look like it. They don't taste like lemon heads either, though. I don't know what they taste like, but they don't taste like lemon heads. I thought they was gonna be sour. Well, they're not. But we gonna deal with it, y'all. We're gonna deal with it. Let me, y'all stay there. Let me put on the community while that we live. No, this is not where I want to be. Not here, girl. Okay, I'll let everybody know. Because I know it takes forever for YouTube to send out a notification. Did I have this shirt on yesterday? No. I didn't even go live yesterday. So, hey, Naya. I was just saying, did I have this shirt on yesterday? But I didn't. Because I didn't even go live yesterday. So, y'all can't be like, she had that shirt on yesterday, because I didn't. Now, did I have it on the day before yesterday? I'm nosy. Let me see. Did I have it on the day before yesterday? I don't think I did, though. No, I didn't. This is the first time I had it on this week. It's a cute shirt. It's Sublime, a music group or something. I don't know, child. But anyway, that young man that jumped over that podium at that judge had to go back to court. And he was given his charges for what he did. And everybody thought that mess was funny. Ah ha ha. He flew over the podium. He did that to a judge. Everybody thought that was cute and it was funny. Ah ha. You did it for the culture and all of that. And this man is facing 13 felony counts. 12, or I think 12 felony counts and one misdemeanor count. And that's for the judge alone. That's not even for the other people that he hurt. Like the court clerk and and the other sheriffs and stuff. That's not counting them. This just for the judge. 13 felony counts for hurting a judge. So instead of just doing the 4 years or whatever that he was going to do for his probation violation, he done added all this time for hurting a sitting judge. Ain't no way. Ain't no way in the world. I see myself already messed up. I'm already basically at the mercy of the court. You getting sentenced for a parole violation or something. Something you did. I think it was a parole violation. And you know you finna do time. So you stack time on top of that time? You can be because you did it. I was going to say you can't be that stupid because you know if you hit a judge or a sheriff, because they tacked on being violent while an inmate, they just threw the book at him. Everything that they could think of, every charge that they could think of in this situation, they added. They said he released bodily fluids. Well, he must have spit on her while the altercation happened. I mean, it was just one thing after another. It was so many counts. She was like, count 10, 11, 12, 13. It was so much. Like, if I had been his mother sitting in the courtroom, I'd have been like, I ain't gonna never see my child again. That's it. He probably gonna mess around. He may not get life, but it's gonna be a long time before he has any level of freedom. And all of this was your fault. Your fault. Nobody's fault but yours. And I have been watching, uh, I didn't see all of Eat with Q's video, but I've been watching this Eat with Q and Cheryl Gabrowski. I don't even know what to call it. Saga. And if you don't know, Eat with Q is a YouTuber. Cheryl Gabrowski is a YouTuber. And they are going through it. They are, I don't want to say arguing, because it's not really arguing, but they're having words back and forth, which of course has caused other YouTubers and other people to, like jump in and take sides and add to it. And I guess CPS came to Cheryl's house because someone said that Cheryl's daughter was doing something not right to a child that is in the home. When two YouTubers really go at it, it can get really ugly. And when people start taking taking the stuff outside of YouTube, that's when it becomes a problem. Like they can't just keep it at words, like we having words with each other. They have to go outside of YouTube. Let me tell my husband that I was gonna fix that food. Hold on. I was gonna fix that. What are you fixing? These are some spicy chicken patties. I, those not ours. I was gonna fix that fish. Okay. I'm just hungry now. I can take the fish with me. Charlie in there fixing some chicken patties. What was I saying? Oh, when people can't keep things on YouTube and just keep it at we're making videos about each other. When they have to go farther than YouTube, that's a problem for me. I don't understand why people can't. If you arguing back and forth with somebody on YouTube, why you can't just keep it at YouTube? Why you gotta post where the person live, find out where they working, and post information about their job and be? Why do people do that? Like, why y'all can't just argue and leave the argument to just two people arguing on social media? Why do you have to take it a step farther and go to forbidden zones? Like, I don't understand people that do all of that kind of stuff. Like, I really don't. And I'm trying to understand, but I can't. And I wish everybody involved the best, but if one person doesn't stop, it's just going to keep going. I hate to see people. When stuff like that first happens, it's funny to me. Oh, okay, they don't like each other. You get a kiki or whatever. But when stuff starts to get serious and people start calling CPS and the police and, you know, writing articles about your business and giving your business a low score, going on your business page and trying to really stop your money and stuff, I have a problem with that. That's where I draw the line. It's just too much for me. But that's why I can't do it. That's why I can't sit up and argue with people like that. Because people don't know when to stop. And then you in a crazy situation that won't stop. You want to stop and they don't want to stop. So I don't know. I'm praying for everybody involved. And to be real, I'm glad it ain't me. Because I don't have the patience to deal with that level of negativity and anger. Hey, Melissa, I was kind of talking about what was going on with Cheryl Gabrowski and Eat with Q. I'm gonna pull a couple of cards and what time is it? I'm gonna go because I gotta fix my husband's lunch for him to take to work. I've been on that good wife kick where I fix something for my husband and for him to take to lunch. And then by next week, I'll be like, I ain't doing that shit no more. He grown. He can take care of himself. I'll do it for a whole week, and then I'll be like, oh, I'm sick of this. I'm not gonna be getting up every day making you lunch because I be thinking half the time he he don't really be sitting down with eating lunch and stuff. Like, he don't care. He ain't tripping. He probably rather go to Jack in the Box anyway. Oh, feed your spirit. Oh, this a good card, child. Feed your. I love these cards because they're oracle cards, but to me they have a spiritual undertone. You know, that's one of the reasons why I never got into reading traditional tarot cards, because to me they didn't have a spiritual undertone. I don't know, like, traditional tarot cards just never felt good in my spirit. Like, I never made a connection to them. But I have more of a connection to oracle cards because I think they speak more to my spirit. So feed your spirit. And this could be anything for you. You have to figure out how to feed your spirit. Like, feeding my spirit is staying away from a lot of the negativity on social media, because you can so easily fall into other people's negativity. Like, other people's negativity can be interesting to you to watch, but then when you think about it, what that person is going through in their life, you would definitely not want that for yourself because it's negative energy. And so feeding my spirit is staying away from a lot of the negative energy on social media, reading my Bible, reading books that are uplifting, going outside for a walk. All of those things feed my spirit. Being around people that I love. Like, I talked to my granddaughter last night, and she's a freshman in high school, and things are changing for her. And it just made me feel good to know that she's happy and she's in a good place right now. And we all know how teenage girls are. They can be in a good place today, and tomorrow they won't be talking to your ass. Because, teenagers be and teenage girls, I think, go through it a little bit more than teenage boys. The teenage girls are just different. So that fed my spirit, for her to ask questions about her grandfather, who was my first husband, for her to ask questions about him, what was he like, and did he get a chance to see me before he passed away? She was just like really in a good mood. And, being able to answer those questions. And her, she had a is basketball? I think so. Basketball game yesterday. She's a cheerleader. And they had a basketball game at my high school. They played against my high school. And it just made her feel good to say that they won. Those are the type of things that feed my spirit. And you have to find out what feeds yours. And you have to feed that spirit. That spirit man desires to be fed. If you're not feeding the spirit, your spirit will starve, and you will find yourself just swirling around negativity, and you're not going to prosper. You're not going to grow spiritually if you're not feeding that spirit within. You're not going to grow. You're gonna be stagnant. You're gonna feel bad. You're going to be anxious all the time. You're going to be all over the place. And if you find yourself with those type of feelings, it's because your spirit is out of whack. You got to feed your spirit. You got to take some time to be alone with whoever you believe in. Whatever higher power you believe in, you need to take some time alone to be with them. I'm a believer in Jesus Christ. I believe in the Lord. I believe in God. So of course, my time alone is with Jesus. I am a Christian. No matter what other religions I have practiced, Christianity is my foundation and will always be my foundation. I am a Christian. So that is, where I spend my time when I need my spirit to be rejuvenated. And that's what you should be doing. It's very, very important to feed the spirit. So that's it, y'all. I was just here for a little while. Um, I'm gonna go fix my husband's lunch. I do have another regular, just straight video coming maybe in about 2 hours or so. I'll give this video a chance to process, and then I'll upload that other video. And I will be watching this court case for this young man because I definitely want to hear what he's sentenced, how many years he gonna get, because when he goes to court, they're literally going to throw the book at him. He's gonna go to trial. He gonna go to trial, and that judge is gonna testify, and they gonna lay him out. And I just want to know, like, how much real time do you get when you do something that you ain't supposed to do to a judge? Not that I'm gonna do it. I ain't crazy enough to put my hands on the judge. I was telling my husband this story about when my son had got in trouble one time, and the district attorney uh, had some nice, nasty ass things to say about me in the courtroom in front of everybody. It took all I had to keep my ass in that seat, because I knew if I had jumped up out that seat and grabbed that district attorney around her neck like I wanted to, and I definitely could have got to her ass, because she was right. She wasn't back there where the judge was. She was on the floor. I could have got her. I could have, and I wouldn't even had to. It wasn't no podium separating us. It wasn't nothing but that little gate thing that they open when you go up to testify. That's the only thing. I could have grabbed her over that. But I knew if I did that, they was gonna lock my ass. I knew if I did that, they was gonna lock my ass up. And I had another child. I had another teenager at the time at home. And I kept my ass in that seat. But honey, the way I wanted to grab that district attorney around her neck and wear her ass out after she said what she said. I know these court officials do be slick about the mouth. They do. Because they know that they're protected. They know if you do something to their ass, you gonna get locked up. But they do say some slick shit. And if you don't have the mental capacity to hold yourself back, you are going to be in a world of trouble. And this young man has proved that he did not have the mental capacity to just say, accept your fate and deal with it. He didn't have the capacity to do that, and his ass is now locked up facing 12 felony charges from the judge alone and one misdemeanor. The charges from the sheriffs that he probably hit and the court clerk, they will probably be misdemeanors. That's why they brought up them felony charges first. Because they know her charges will stick. 12 felony charges. That this I'm a play. I can't show y'all the video, but y'all can listen to the audio. Let me see if I can find it. Do I have it? I know I had it. Is this it? Is this it? Listen to this, y'all.
A copy of the criminal complaint this morning. Redmond, have you been given a copy of the criminal complaint this morning?
Yes, I have been given one.
You're being charged with count 1, attempt murder, victim 60 years of age or older, a felony. Count 2, battery on a protected person resulting in substantial bodily harm, victim 60 years of age or older, a felony. Count 3, extortion by threat, a felony. Count 4, intimidating a public officer, a felony. Count 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 are all battery on an officer, the same named victim. Oh, and by the way, I do not know any of the other victims named in the criminal complaint. Those are all felony offenses. Count 10, performance of act or neglect of duty and willful or wanton disregard of safety or persons of property resulting in substantial bodily harm or death, a felony. Battery on a protected person, count 11, that's a gross misdemeanor offense. Count 12, battery by a prisoner, a felony. Count 13, unlawful act related to human excrement or bodily fluid, a felony. All allegedly occurring on January 3rd of 2024. Do you understand these charges?
Yes, sir.
13 charges. 13. "13 felony charges and one misdemeanor." She sounded like she probably was. She was a judge. That was probably her friend. You didn't jump the bench and hit my friend. I'd be mad. I'd be mad too. And I would be like, I wish you would jump over this bench at me. She was probably prepared. She was probably like, if he jumped for me, y'all just gonna take him out. But he was shackled and everything. He ain't gonna ever jump again. Not on no judge. He was shackled. He won't ever jump. And I'm pretty sure now they have him labeled and everything. He won't ever jump again. Not at no judge. The prosecutor had me take a plea deal because she said she wanted to look good and needed another notch on her belt. Well, they do that because they don't want a whole lot of cases where they're losing. I know don't nobody want to take his case. Because they know they are definitely going to walk into the courtroom on some mess. This man is guilty. They got the camera. They got videotape of you doing it. You're guilty. They have you on film hurting this woman. The only thing they don't, and I don't know, they may have other camera angles that we didn't see. We may have only seen one camera angle. There may be other camera angles that we weren't privy to. Who knows? But you are definitely guilty. You are guilty of that crime, those crimes. Everything they said, you did it. And I wouldn't even want to be, I would, if I was his attorney, I would be like, just go on and plead guilty. Go ahead, plead guilty, throw yourself on the mercy of the court, and call it a day. Because you did that shit. You did it. Ain't no if, ands, or but. They got video of you doing it. So you may as well just throw yourself on the mercy of the court, say you guilty, and accept your fate. If I was his attorney, that's what I would be. I wouldn't even be telling him, try to get a plea deal, try to get this, try to get, just take the time. You already in jail. You already locked up. What's another 25 years? Maybe it'll give you some time to get your mind right. Because I'm telling you, when my son went to San Quentin, it got his mind right. Going to the real jail, the prison, the prison is different from county lockup. It's different. So when he went to real jail with the big boys, he got his mind right. He ain't been back since. And the judge told him, if I see you again, and I was sitting in the courtroom with him, if I see you again, Mr. Jones, you going to San Quentin. And my son didn't think fat meat was greasy. And he ended up just where that judge said he was. And when he got sentenced to San Quentin, I wasn't there. I was like, I'm not going. I'm not going. And I will never visit. Never. Not San Quentin. San Quentin looked like what it sounds. Like we've passed by there. It's actually maybe about 20, 30, maybe about 30 minutes from where we live. Because it's not too, it's like before you get to San Francisco. If you go the back way, I don't know. It ain't that far from where we live. Let me ask Siri, because she know everything, child. Hey Siri, how far is San Quentin from here? 25 minutes. That's what I thought. 25, 30 minutes. So it's not that far. But it's the prison. It's where, you know, they got the big dogs, the killers and stuff in San Quentin. And my son went there. And he was blessed that the way San Quentin is set up, they put you in intake. You be in intake for months. You be in there for a long time before they put you in general population. So he never made it to general population. His whole time in San Quentin was spent in intake. And then he was released because he did less than a year. But it's just the fact that you there. You know, you in there with real criminals. So, yeah. And see, jail ain't for me. I can't be locked up because I can't have all my wigs and earrings and stuff in jail. They ain't gonna let me bring Gizmo. I can't be locked up. I gotta be a good girl because I like my snacks and I like to lay around and watch TV. I couldn't be in jail. It's too many things I enjoy. I enjoy my freedom. I like to drink my Kool-Aid and I like to get up in the morning and have my coffee. They ain't gonna let me do what I want to do. Mm-mm. I can't go to jail. I ain't never, ever. I pay all my tickets and everything because I do not want them to be like, Miss Brown, we have a warrant for your arrest. I would fall dead right on the spot. I would have a heart attack right there. Yeah, I mean, some people, go to jail and really get their mind right. They do. Some people don't. But some people go to jail and look at Malcolm X. Malcolm X went to jail. He did heck of stuff. He was supposed to be serving a long time in prison. I don't know how he ended up getting out. But he went to jail, found um Allah, the Muslim religion, because he converted to being a Muslim while he was locked up in prison. So some people do go to jail and turn their whole life around. I've done a prison ministry. There are a lot of people in jail who, really do get into their Bible and study their Bible and really get close to God because you have the time. You don't have all of the distractions that you have when you're free. So you have time to read your word. You have time to talk to God. So a lot of people do go to jail and change their whole life and come out and they're a totally different person. And I hope this young man does that because it looks like he's had a very violent history. I'm talking about it like I'm callous or whatever, but I'm not. I really hope that this young man uses this time wisely. And, I know that they don't have therapy and stuff in jail, but if he's like reading books and praying and, really asking God to change him, he could change. But he has to want to change. It has to be in him to change, not his mama want him to change or his daddy or his auntie. It has to be something that he wants to do with his life. He has to want to change. And I'm really hoping he does. Like, I don't want to see somebody sitting in jail, but if jail is the best place for you, if you a menace to society, you're going to be beating up everybody and jumping on people. And this judge was over 60 years old. Like, you knocking out 60-year-old women and stuff. No, bro, you need to be locked up somewhere where they can control you. People are not safe around you. So you need to be locked up. But I do pray that, you know, he receives the help that he needs and that spirit of aggression comes off of him. That he is delivered from that angry spirit and spirit of aggression. And I also pray for Cheryl Gabrowski and Eat with Q that this situation is resolved and they can move on with their lives because this situation is really becoming ugly. It's becoming very ugly. And that kind of, anger and aggression wears on you. because no one wins in this situation. So I pray that they can come together and separate. You go on with your life, you go on with your life. And, none of the two shall meet. Y'all live in different states. Y'all live in different continents. Eat with Q is all the way in Africa, and Cheryl Gabrowski is in North Carolina. Y'all should be able to get along. It don't make no sense for y'all to be arguing and she across the country from you, girl. It has gotten way out of hand. And I pray a prayer of protection around Cheryl Gabrowski's daughter and her child who are being impacted. This has impacted them through Cheryl. So, I pray a prayer of protection around them. Because the little girl ain't had nothing to do with it. The baby ain't had nothing to do with it. And she didn't been impacted. Cheryl's daughter is impacted because of what Cheryl is doing. So I just pray that, the other people that are involved, I pray for them also. I don't watch any of them, so I don't know anything about their channels, but I know it's some other people making videos too, which are not making the situation any better. So I just pray that everybody involved would just find something else to do. I really do, because it's crazy, and there is like nothing good can come out of this. And if nothing good can come out of it, then quit. Because all it takes is for one person to be like, hey, I'm not doing this anymore. And the situation would be over. It would be over. But if you keep adding fuel to the fire will never go out. It's going to keep burning. Somebody got to stop adding fuel to that and just move on. But when egos get involved and everybody thinks that they're right, nobody will stop. Nobody will stop. So I am in the background praying for all of them. I come against that spirit of confusion for everybody involved, because it's bad. It's a bad situation. It's an ugly situation. So get out of there. Get out of that bag. That ain't for you. You make me sick.
Ice lemon cupcake.
But didn't I get you some?
You got me some donuts. Now you got lemon heads. Look at
I knew
Oreo cookies.
I knew I should have hid that bag.
High chew. Oh, you went to town. No wonder you stayed so long in there.
I knew I should have hid that damn bag.
Oh, look at this. She done got ice lemon cupcakes.
But that's because when I be watching my show,
that child done got me some Hostess donuts
and a bag of chips.
I asked for the chips.
Okay, so
for the chips, and then she's like, "Oh yeah, I got you something sweet. I just thought I'd get you something." Threw some donuts in there. She got lemon heads, cupcakes, cookies, chips, two high chews. Yeah, you came in there with that big old bag, like chips and cookies. I'm gonna have to. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna have to follow you next time.
You be getting your snacks at night too, though.
I don't get. I get you what you normally want. You want either Kit Kat
No,
or
I'm talking about when you be at work. You told me that you be getting like trail mix and trail mix bars and
no.
stuff. You said
Don't try to.
you
Don't
said
try
that
to
y'all got
turn
a whole
the table.
snack
Don't
thing.
be trying to turn the table.
You said y'all got a whole snack thing in the.
I said that snack thing be gone in a day. I don't get them. So yeah. All right, cupcake lady. Cookie got Oreos and Chips Ahoy. Wow. Lemon heads, high chews. Yeah, You were in there for a minute
But
too.
that'll last me a couple of days, though. It's not like I'm gonna eat all of it today.
What?
That's like my snacks for the next couple of days.
Mm-hmm.
Late at night, I be wanting something to snack on, like, cause I be watching my show. Between 7 and 9 is when I really be watching my show, Queen Sugar. And when that come on, that's when I be wanting my Sprite, my chips, my cookies and stuff. So, I be eating my snacks and watching my show.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Go on with your bad self. I ain't gonna and complain because I bought some ice cream. It was just one thing.
I was not complaining because you bought the ice cream. I was complaining because you didn't buy me one. You hide.
I didn't hide. I didn't
No.
hide.
I said you hightailed yourself right in 7-Eleven and bought yourself some ice cream and didn't buy me none?
Because the ice cream give you the flying.
Not all the time.
You see, not all the time.
And it was the ice cream that I like too, the one with the caramel in it. And he know that's the one I like. That's not even the one that he like.
You don't get sea salt and caramel all the time.
I don't get sea salt and caramel lie.
You don't you get chunky monkey or something like that?
I'm gonna throw this shoe at you. You ain't never seen me eat no chunky monkey. I either get the sea salt and caramel or strawberry.
Yeah, I knew it was something.
The one with the little strawberry pieces in it.
Yeah, I can't.
I like that.
Nasty
I like that one. Talking about chunky monkey. I don't even know what chunky monkey tastes like.
Or was it Cherry Garcia or something? It's something you be getting. Some weird ice
I ain't
cream.
never got no cherry Garcia. I'm gonna throw this shoe at you. I'm finna go, y'all, so I can fix his lunch. I knew I should have hid my snacks because I went in the store. I went to the little corner store and Babe stayed in the car. So I'm just in there grabbing shit. and brought the bag and gave him the 2 things that I got for him. I gave him his stuff and brought the bag in here. He didn't know what was in the bag. And he gonna come in here and look at my bag. He ain't even look at Gizmo's bag. He didn't look at your bag, Poochie. He didn't see what you got. Because we had to take Gizmo to PetSmart and pick up his food. He didn't even look in your bag, Pooch. You see your bag? Lord. He ain't got to keep his energy up. He ain't even doing nothing. He be at work lately. He a supervisor. But when they don't have, if a driver call in, he got to drive. But lately he been supervising, and he ain't doing shit. He's certifying people, other drivers, to get on the road, so he haven't even had to drive. So that's why I'm like, I'll fix him his lunch this week because he's not driving, and he can actually sit down and relax and eat his lunch. So, Mom and Pop came back.
Mm-hmm.
They went upstairs.
Well, Pop did. You never know. Shoot, Mom could have stayed there because not only do she have to take the stuff down, but she got to clean up. I just seen Pop. I'm assuming Mom came.
I didn't hear her though.
Yeah, I didn't hear her either. So, she may be there and Felicia will bring her back. I don't know.
All right, y'all, I'm finna go so I can
Yes,
fix
sir.
this food. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. I love you. Hopefully, something other interesting, something has happened that we can talk about. Because it's been a slow news week, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.